once again. Right, first I have to apologize for not making videos, for not staying consistent for the past 2 months. And I've been very busy with projects, and I'm done right now. So it's time to start. So I made a quick video here for this design I made for this Instagram products, and it's for an Instagram post. You can see it, hard case for Beat headphone. All right, so I want to show us how I was able to create something that looks like this beautiful small design here. Now let's go ahead. So I placed the design in a mock-up to help us appreciate how it looks like when the design is done. Here is the design itself. You can see it here. There's a design. You can see everything. You can see the pictures. You can see the text, everything. And these are the pictures that I use for the design. Look at these 3 pictures. I download these pictures from the internet and I use these pictures for the design. All right. Now for Instagram posts, we know that it has to be a square. So I will grab my square because I have to start by creating the size, the frame that I'll work in. So I will grab my rectangle tool by clicking on the rectangle tool. I'll hold down my control. I'll click and drag, and I'll have everything that looks like this. So I'm happy with this size here, and I'll let that go. I'll press P on my keyboard to centralize that. Now I have that centralized. Beautiful. Now next, I want to work with these pictures first. Let me fill this with a color. I'm going to fill this with this color. All right, there's a color I used. I think I used this color. Right now, I'll take out the outline. I don't like when I'm designing, I have outlines there. So I'm going to use this color. Now that I have the color set out, this picture is what I'll be using. But you will notice something about these pictures, right? So you see these pictures came with a background, a white background. I don't want this background. Now here's what I'll recommend for us to do. If this is your first time of coming to this channel, please, I'd like you to go ahead and look at my other videos. You see a video where I taught how you can, with Corel Draw, you can remove backgrounds from pictures. Now look at this image here. I want to take out the background. Now for the sake of this video, I'll do for just this one. Now for others who can't get it, please go look at my previous video. Now you look at this image, it has this background. I want to take out the background and I want just the image alone. Now I'll zoom into this image very well. I'll go grab my, I'm going to where I have my line tools. I'll grab a tool called B-Spline tool. This tool make curve edges. I'll click here at the edge of this, and I'll start dragging and just do that, and I'll just continue. All right, this will be pretty fast. Now to get a better understanding of what I've done here, like I said before, go ahead and check out my channel. You see a video that I did where I was able to take out background, and that's really beautiful. It will help you. Then come back and continue with this video. So I'm going to take out this. I'm taking out the background. All right. So I'm done. When I get back to where I started from, notice that curve edge arrow. I'll click once, and it will just join that for me. Now I can I've just traced this and do that. This the line I just drew, and then I'll hold my shift and click the image itself. Then I'll go ahead to my property bar and I'll use intersect. Intersect will intersect where the line that I drew on this image. This line will intersect this image and pull out the images within there. And I have this. Now I'll only do for this one, so you can do for the rest. So if you don't understand how I did it, please stop the video, rewind, play it back until you get it. Now the next image is this. Now for this image, I don't have to remove the background because I'll be placing it, I'll make it transparent. I'll place it inside of this container. So what I need to do is to zoom in a little more, and the image selected, I will grab my transparency tool and I'll make that 90% transparency, so you're not seeing anything so much, and I'll just crank that up, make that fill this. Now I'll power clip this image inside of this background. So with this image selected, go to my object, power clip, and place inside frame, and there you go, you have the image inside of my frame. All right. I'm using this color, rather this, and I will grab my interactive fill. I'll click and drag to this point, and I'll make this color. So I have something that looks like this. You have this beautiful gradient. That's what I want to do now. All right, so I have one looks like this. Now you've seen how I chose this image. I like you to use the same process to remove this from the background, and so when you do that, you have this image. I've already done that. I'm not, if I do that, it'll make this video too long, and I want the video to be as short as possible. So I'm going to place this image here, and I'll reduce this a little more. All right, so I just place this here, and I'll place this here. Now I need this to have, look at this, there's a like a shadow, so something is standing on. So I want to create a shadow. I will grab my ellipse tool by clicking once. So I just click and drag without holding nothing. Just click and drag to have something that looks like this, and I'm going to make that black. And I will remove the outline, right click and set outline color. Nice. I have this here. I think it's so long, which is a little. I'll place that here. Now I'll use my transparency tool and reduce the transparency to, let's make that 70. All right, so I have that there. I think it's so long, a little more. All right, so say I'm happy with this. I'll bring that down, something like this. So this can come down as well. Next, what I want to do is to type all of this. That's quite easy. I don't want to type this, so I'd like you to just go ahead and grab your text tool and start typing this text out. And that's easy. Just grab your text tool, grab your text tool by clicking once, and click. And once your cursor start blinking, you can just, my caps lock is on. I'll just type hard. Sorry, let me put my caps lock. Hard case. And I'll make this is simple. I'll choose, I'll just make this color, this, and I'll make it red. Crank that up a little and then place that here. Now I'll go for the next text, the same thing, and I'll just see Beats. My cap lock is off now. Beats headphone. All right, and I want to make this black. And I don't want this bold, and I want to reduce this a little more, something somewhere around there, so they'll just be the same. And for these are the font that I use. Let me see the font I use here. I use a font called New Has Gross Tech. So I'll just go look for the font. That's the font I used. That's the font right there. But I use the bold part of the font. I use this. All right, and then for this I use this Montserrat. All right, so I have this that looks like this. Now as it's sold by Juggle and Balance, just go type that. So you can actually go ahead and type all of this for the sake of this, for the speed. I want this class to be as fast as possible. I'm not going to type all of this, but you can already see that we're done. Next, I'll type all of this text and I'll place them here. And finally, I'll type all of this text and I'll just place them here, and my design is ready. Okay, so you can see that in record time I'm able to design a beautiful Instagram post, and this I can now send this out to the client. I can now promote this on Facebook, I'll promote this on Instagram, I can promote this on Pinterest, and people will get to see and buy. So if you like my video, please support me by liking it, share with people who need it, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.